As a matter of fact, let's take it a little step further, because you have said, yes, they said the party position has to be it. How exactly on the floor, when you get in today, is it expected to play out? What are you expecting to play out as the party position?
I think today we'll just go and reunite after the break. Then probably the House will be adjourned to tomorrow. I don't know what the Speaker is deciding. I assured people before now to Friday, everything will be sorted out and there will be an amicable solution to our problem. And I wish to urge all my colleagues to reflect on what the President has spoken. How merciful Allah was, how wonderful it is for us to be here, and how Nigerians are desirous of this change. How we have to come together to fight corruption, to ensure we have social infrastructure, to carry Nigerians along. The problem in this country are so enormous, and we are voted to ensure that we drive this change. So that's why we have been having this quagmire. I told you initially, we have to separate the chaff from the wheat as from today.
All right, so that means that this week we'll expect that the members will eventually come together and then the principal officers will emerge. Is that what we should expect?
Members will come together, principal officers will emerge. You see, the problem is not about any individual. The problem is about doing the right things. You see, we have lost time in this country. We have lost values. People think to do what they want. There are institutions, there are laws, and we are lawmakers. We shouldn't be lawbreakers. We must come together to ensure that there is a break from the fast. I think people are still in slumber, and we need to wake up to ensure that at least, you see, if you don't have leadership, if you don't follow anybody, where would you go? So the party must be respected. We are party men. You see, if we take from history, from 1979, Second Republic, you see, it was only then that the party has a bit of respect. We want to really, really bring back this, where the party has respect, where when the party chairman is talking, everybody listens. I feel that is the only way to move this country forward. I've been asking my colleagues who we have been trying to discuss, I say, come on, supposing the party is calling us to give us an automatic ticket for 2019, will anybody resist them? And they all answer, no. So why are people? It's because there are external forces that has come to play in this thing.
So if the party is calling to give you automatic ticket and Nigerians say, no, they don't want it because you were adamant and did not show respect for their wishes, how would you get back in?
I don't understand your question.
You said something that if the party calls you to get an automatic ticket, will they stand by their positions? And I'm asking, if Nigerians now say, though the party has given you automatic ticket, we do not want you because you do not show that you care for us, how would that play out?
You probably don't understand what I was saying. I was trying to make an analogy that those who are saying that the party is not important, they will not listen to party, then I said, I was asking them question. Supposing is not the issue of leadership. Supposing the party was, just an example, that the party is calling us to give us an automatic ticket. I didn't say the party is doing. I'm saying supposing that was issue. People will go there and wait for the party.
Magaji, let me ask this question. Did they actually say the party is not important?
By their conduct.
By their conduct. I thought that what they were saying was that they were being restrained by certain court cases plus the federal character. A court case and the federal character. Those are two things. So they're being held. What do you want them to do?
Mr. Egbe, you see, we are politicians. Keep on shifting the goalpost when they desire. You see, there is nothing like federal character in the parliament. Let me tell you and Nigerians, the party, the assembly or the assembly leadership is not made of 6 people. It's made of 10 people. It's made up of 10 people, and we have 6 zones. So if it were only 6, then we say, okay, each zone should take 1. But what of the other 4? The majority has 4 leaders, the minority has 4 leaders, and if you add up the speaker and his deputy, that's our 10. And they still represent zones. So please, that's nothing like, it's just part of the game. But I'm sure people understood clearly now. We are not going to waste any time. We urge our colleagues to really do what is required of us to move forward.
So we can expect that the House to be united today, because a lot of people are wondering what it's going to be like when the House comes together. Are you sure that there will be no drama?
I hope not, my dear sister. I hope there won't be any drama. I pray there will not be. I will not be part of any drama. I will be as law-abiding, as obedient, and we shouldn't continue to be felons. You know, we must work according to the party rules. I'm sure there won't be drama.
Were you embarrassed by what happened before the House adjourned the last time?
Certainly I was embarrassed. Certainly I'm disturbed. Certainly I'm worried. I have children. I have consequences. And we shouldn't have been doing this. We should do it differently. But you see, all this is part of the politics. This happens everywhere in the world, and I'm sure we are learning the hard way.
You believe that your party owes, especially party members in the House of Representatives, owe Nigerians an apology for that?
We have apologized from the day one that we are sorry for what had happened. It is meant to happen, and it happened, and there won't be a repeat of it, inshallah.
You know, part of the reason why we're asking, looking at some of these headlines, because you have given us your interpretation of what the president said at the meeting from your perspective. And then we also reached out to a number of people who had given it to us from their perspective, which was part of what I read to you. And so many one, which you say, no, that's not what happened on the day. But now you say that hopefully by the time they get to the floor of the House, that is what will play out. But may I also ask you this question, because speaking to some of your colleagues, it did appear, as a matter of fact, some of them, when they spoke over the weekend, said that, well, they've moved from who they were supporting before to supporting another. And then you wonder, when things are fluid that much, can you really go out there and say, look, well, we are all now on the same page, having attended this meeting last night?
Chamberlain, can you explain, what do you mean by that? I don't understand what you mean by that.
I'm saying that those who say the meeting was deadlocked, and they're correct.
Chamberlain, you see, I'm sorry to use this word. It's uncharitable for anybody to say that the meeting is deadlocked. Deadlock with who? It is not an argument. The president spoke, the party leader spoke, and we dispersed. So
but in the report we played, two separate members saying two separate things from the same meeting, saying the president has spoken, yes, he agrees with our position, and both of them are having two different perspectives. Is that an agreement?
We are human beings. People can interpret things anyhow. But you see, the definition is one. Nigeria first. Nigeria first.
So for you, Nigeria first means, as the party has said it, so shall it be.
The party has said it, and so shall it be.
So if they get to the floor of the House and maybe there's an election and it doesn't go the way of the party.
Why are you thinking negatively, my dear friend? Why don't you feel that things are going to be well?
Honorable, I'm asking questions. That's all I do. Ask questions.
I do, but you see, the way you ask them, I feel like you are not positive. We should be positive about these things. I think people are, we have had it enough. This country has had it enough. We have been talking to various media. I spoke with various media on this issue. And you see, we are not going to compromise on what the president has said. We are not doing that. I don't think anybody will come and play to the gallery anymore. People must do what is correct. People must do what is right. The party is prune.
And I know you know that what is correct is a relative terminology. As you say, we are politicians. That's your word.
Yes, on this issue, it's not relative. It's clear. Yeah.
Magaji, you've said the party is supreme several times. But just a quick one. If the people you represent, as you said, Nigeria first, if the people you represent, your constituents, come up to say, we want you to toe the line of the speaker, would you do that?
I will not. My constituent will never say that.
Why can't it be positive, Honorable? They want to move the country forward.
Very well. I consult with the constituents. I have a radio program weekly. live radio program with my constituents, and I know what the constituents want. Nobody in my constituents will go against Buhari. You see, we come on his cocktail. We come on the Mr. President cocktail.
Hold on. 1 second. Sorry. We're almost out of time. Are you implying that the speaker and his group are going against the president?
If they continue to do what they are doing from today.
All right, Honorable Magaji Aliyu, thank you very much for talking to us today.
Thank you, Mr. Chamberlain. Thank you for having me today. I pray, inshallah, there will be peace, and peace shall be maintained in the House, and call all my colleagues to bury the hatchet and work for Nigeria, the party, and for the progress of this country. Thank you all.
Thank you.